human pairing of records. I just did the whole, Linda, you realize you're a 747 Boeing from Suffolk, and you're my plus one in 1994, right? And my mom's like, wait, what? I'm like, and so I did the whole, like, dance and song act, that whatever. So I'm like, I'm digging for a a humor bone in there, Linda. I was like, I know you have a sense of humor. I was like, are you following me? I was like, I'm pitching. Are you catching, Linda? Like, you catching on? And she's like, yeah, I know, it's so fucking hard to try to be smart, Linda. And so don't hurt yourself. So anyway, so I had that, and then I just did that. What is this? We're on June 4th record. Yeah, at 4:02 p.m. Headed down to Dwayne Reed. Had to go get a whole $1.50 from TEOFRIO. He was just like, what do you need $1 for? I'm like, okay, I know this is going to break your bank, but I have to go pick up a prescription. So I'm going to, and could you throw in like maybe an extra quarter just so I could pay for like the tax? God forbid there's tax, because sometimes it's hit or miss down at the pharmacy. Like, they never know which day it is. Yeah, okay, so anyway, that's on my Fidelis. Right, yeah, see, they keep, like, using my aquatic and equestrian words and throwing them out in consumer pubics. Linda also brought up a good point. She's like, as I was walking out the door, she's full of, like, pearls of wisdom. She's like, oh, did you see on the news? She's like, oh, right, you don't watch anything. She's like, Nicole, she's like, there was a UPS and a FedEx man who pulled his truck up, and it wasn't like black people, like the animals and the savages of all colors, they attacked him and ripped the packages out of the truck and out of the man's, like, hand while he was working. And I'm like, oh my God, Linda, that's horrible. Like, how could humans act so out of character? Like, I feel like saying, you realize, stupid, that you put yourself online now in a borderless and lawless society of everybody being equal in stupid fucking humans, and now they're ripping like time and numerics and genetic codes, and they're gambling your whole fucking life away, and you didn't even fucking know it. Yeah, Boeing 7047, she's not up to that level of like awakening. But yeah, for the rest of my 4-string quartet on like my mixes of colors and my Veterans Memorial Highway that I informed on my route in, yeah, well, what the fuck is wrong with you all? Where are you? I just had a conversation with TEOFRIO. I'm going to the apothecary, NUCHIE. And TEOFRIO's like, what? He's like, what's that? And I'm like, NUCHIE, do you know what an apothecary? You remember what an apothecary is? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I forgot. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's okay. I said apothecary. I was like, that's where you go when you're like a wizard or whatever, and you need to pick up like one of those special magical potions, you know, in like one of those, I want to call it a crookshank. But then you guys call it a mortar and pestle, like where you mash things together in like the original apothecary. Right, yeah, I have a lot of heydays. And Anthony's like, TEOFRIO's like, wait a minute, do you mean, what was the word he used? I said apothecary, and he says alchemy. He goes, you mean alchemy? I'm like, yeah, well, that's like the study of, like, apothecary. Apothecary is like where you go, but like alchemy is like the wizard science that are the smart that then heal the people. So, and he's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I didn't expect you to know that. I'm actually saying it for the little one, because I expect him to be able to live on and recall it at a later date and time. You, if I lose you along the way, we'll be okay. In broken headgear in this whatever version of every human's fucking useless.